Welcome to the Luminara Mindset. Chapter 25, Forgiveness, the gift you give yourself. We have begun the sacred practice of cultivating love and acceptance within ourselves. Now we must turn our attention to the heavy burdens from the past that can block the flow of that love. We are here to talk about forgiveness, not as a moral obligation or a favor to another, but as a profound and radical act of self-liberation. There is no heavier weight to carry through life than the weight of resentment. To hold a grudge, to harbor bitterness, to replay a past hurt over and over again, this is to live in a self-made prison where the past is more real than the present. Today, we are going to learn how to find the key to that prison door. First, it is essential that we release the painful misconceptions that surround forgiveness. Let us be absolutely clear about what forgiveness is not. Forgiveness is not condoning. It is not saying that what happened was okay. Harmful actions are still harmful. Painful words are still painful. Forgiveness does not erase the wrongness of the act. Forgiveness is not reconciliation. It does not mean you must allow the person who hurt you back into your life. Forgiveness can, and often must, coexist with very strong and healthy boundaries. You can forgive someone completely, while also deciding, for your own well-being, that you will no longer have contact with them. Forgiveness is not forgetting. The memory of what happened may always be with you. The goal is not to induce amnesia, but to neutralize the painful emotional charge that the memory holds. The goal is for the memory to become a scar, a sign of a healed wound, rather than a raw, open wound that gets poked every time you think of it. And most importantly, forgiveness is not something you do for the other person. They may never apologize. They may never understand the depth of the pain they caused. They may never even know that you are doing this work. This is the crucial point. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. So, what is it? Forgiveness is the conscious decision to release yourself from the toxic cocktail of resentment, bitterness, and the desire for revenge. It is captured perfectly in the classic saying, to hold on to unforgiveness is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. The only person being harmed by the poison of resentment is the one who is drinking it. Holding on to a grudge is a massive drain on your life force. It keeps you energetically tethered to the person and the event that hurt you. You are literally giving your precious creative energy to the past, moment after moment. By choosing to forgive, you are cutting that energetic cord. You are reclaiming your power. You are declaring that your future peace is more important than your past pain. The process of forgiveness is an inner practice, a journey you take within your own heart. It begins with acknowledging the pain. You cannot heal what you refuse to feel. Give yourself full permission to feel the anger, the grief, the sense of injustice. Write it down. Speak it aloud in a safe space. Honor the part of you that was wounded. Do not rush this step. Next, you must make a conscious choice. Forgiveness is a decision, not always a feeling. You may not feel ready. You may not feel like they deserve it. That's okay. The choice is not for them. It's for you. You can simply set the intention. For the sake of my own freedom and my own peace, I am willing to begin the process of forgiving. Willingness is the key that starts the engine. The heart of the practice is to release the energetic debt. When we hold a grudge, we are holding the other person to a debt we believe they owe us, an apology, remorse, or punishment. The act of forgiveness is canceling that debt. It is the realization that you no longer need anything from them in order to be whole. You are taking your power back by deciding that your healing is your own responsibility. Finally, you repeat as needed. Forgiveness is not always a one-time event, especially with deep wounds. It is a practice. A feeling of anger may surface again months or years later. When it does, it is not a sign of failure. It is simply another layer of the wound coming up to be healed. You meet it with compassion and you choose to forgive. Again, forgiveness is the key that unlocks the cage of the past. It does not change the past, but it liberates the present and expands the future. It is the ultimate act of reclaiming your peace. Your invitation this week is to gently approach this practice. In your journal, bring to mind a person or situation that you are holding resentment toward. Allow yourself to write freely, without censorship, about all the pain, anger, and hurt associated with it. Acknowledge it all. Then, when you are finished, take a deep breath. On a fresh page, write this declaration: for the sake of my own peace, I am willing to begin the process of letting this go. Sit with that statement and notice how it feels in your body.